Today we'll look at more equations that are written in the standard form as opposed to our slope-intercept form. Graphing from standard form is trickier than graphing from slope-y-intercept form. So, if we're going to be doing some graphing, we need to get comfortable with converting a standard form equation into slope-y-intercept form. One thing that the standard intercept form is very good at, though, is finding the x and the y intercept. If you're given a standard form equation and you want to know what the x-intercept is, simply plug in the value of 0 to y and you're given the x-intercept. The same goes for finding the y-intercept. Simply plug in a value of 0 for x and you're left with the y-intercept. All right, in this example, we're given the standard form equation negative 3x minus y minus 6 equals 0. We'll keep the negative y on the left-hand side and bring the negative 3x minus 6 over to the right, which gives us negative y equals 3x plus 6. Multiplying both sides by negative 1 gives us a positive y equals negative 3x minus 6. The coefficient of x is negative 3, so that's our slope, and our b value is negative 6. And here is a graph of what our negative 3x minus 6 is, and as you can see, the y-intercept is indeed negative 6. In this example, we have the standard equation 3x plus 2y minus 6 equals 0. Keeping the y on the left-hand side, we get 2y equals negative 3x plus 6. To isolate y, we divide the left-hand side by 2. And then we have to do the same as well to the right-hand side. Once the 2's cancel out on the left-hand side, we're left with y equals negative 3 halves x plus 3. Our x coefficient is negative 3 halves, so that's our slope. And the value of b is 3, which is our y-intercept. In this first example, x plus y minus 3 equals 0. Once again, we keep the y on the left-hand side and bring the x and the negative 3 over to the other side, where they become negative x plus 3. Our x coefficient is negative 1, and the value of b, or y-intercept, is 3. In this equation, x minus y equals 0. It may actually be easier in this case to keep x on the left-hand side and bring the y over, so we get simply x equals y. And then we can just flip them around and say y equals x. Our x coefficient is 1, and because we don't have a b value at all, we say that b is equal to 0. In negative 2x plus 5y negative 15, as always, we keep the y over on the left-hand side equals positive 2x plus 15 once the other values are brought to the other side. Now, we want to isolate y. To do this, we're going to divide the left-hand side by 5, and we'll do the same to the right. Once the 5's cancel out, we're left with y equals 2/5 x plus 3. Our x coefficient in slope is 2/5, and the value of b and our y-intercept is 3. All right, once again, we're given an equation in standard form. Let's keep y on the left and bring the other values to the right, where it becomes y equals negative 2x minus 4. The slope is negative 2. And the y-intercept, or b, is negative 4. And here is our graph with a label at the y-intercept, 0, negative 4. This standard form equation, 3x plus 2y minus 4 equals 0, becomes 2y equals negative 3x plus 4. To isolate y, we divide both sides by 2. Then we're left with y equals negative 3/2 x plus 2. X coefficient is negative 3/2, that's our slope. Value of b, or y-intercept, is 2. And this is what the equation looks like when graphed.